Yo, it's the KIDHYPHEN, the Kid Hype.
Hey, MJ fan, this is From Christ.
Hey, this is MJ Love.
And you are listening to the Moonwalker chat podcast.
The only place to be if you're a real Michael Jackson fan.
And you tuned in with the Moonwalkers chat podcast.
And this is a place to be if you're a real Michael Jackson fan.
What's going on, MCP Moonwalker family? We are back with another episode. It's been a while since either of us have been on camera, but one of us had to pop up today, so it had to be me. Oh man! But I hope all is well with you guys. It's Sunday, April 18th, 2021. And the MCP is back again with another great episode for you guys. I hope you all are ready for what we have to chat about. So happy Sunday to all. Much love to you all who are joining. Thank you, everybody. Miss Dove, what's going on?
Yes. Hi, everyone. And by the way,
what's up, everybody?
This is your pre-birthday podcast, right?
I think my birthday is next week. Yeah.
Right.
I think. Wait, is it?
So this is your pre-birthday, yeah.
See, got here so fast. Sometimes you lose track.
Yeah. So yeah, we have some pretty interesting stuff. First of all, thank you. Well, I'll just wait until everybody joins who needs to be here.
Yes. We got 9 of our MCP Moonwalker family joining so far. Yeah.
What's up, Dodo? What's up, Sandy?
Yes.
MD, Terry, TJ.
Let's go back. Janesta joined. Gigi joined. Sandy M has joined. Terry, TJ, what's up? What's up? Dodo, what's up? MD Love, what's going on? Friend to the show. Sandy, what's up? Wait, I got you already. It's like, wait, you got me twice. Because I know that we generally have 2 Sandys that generally join us. But what's going on? What's going on, Saran? Long time no see. Red Pills.
Oh, Saran is here?
Up? Yeah,
hey,
long time no see. Yeah, I hope all is well with everybody. We have a interesting show for you guys today. But first, we just want to let you know that we're going to be here for 2 whole hours talking about absolutely nothing. Yeah, talking about absolutely nothing, as somebody commented, because apparently we don't talk about anything. So what do we have you guys here for every week if we don't talk about anything? I mean, come on. Like, we have topics. Nothing. Yeah, for nothing, right? Nothing. Like, come on. I was like, come on. And this person said we do nothing for 2 whole hours. But then I was like, wait a minute. You spent 7 hours in the comment section, leaving comment after comment after comment after comment. And I'm like, the podcast wasn't even that long. The podcast was an hour and a half. And you left 7 hours worth of comments. Too much time on your hands? I'm just saying.
You got banned now for life, so you really have a lot of time now. You can go and think about that.
You got to think about what you just did. We ain't got no time for that over here. Let me put my phone on mute because I don't want it chirping while we're chatting. But yeah, just had to get that one out the way because I'm like, you know what? If you consider us actually doing research and different things that we bring to the podcast is being nothing, then you can kiss my socks. I almost said ass, but it's a Sunday, so I'm gonna behave. Yes, I'm gonna behave. Seinfeld was about nothing, and they were popular. Exactly, but you know what? I'm used to that. What's going on, Amber, Henry, Louise? I see you both just joined. But yeah, it gets real interesting, you know, the type of logic that goes on when it comes to being a podcaster or a content creator on YouTube. You get so much weird instances where people have nothing but BS to say. But, you know, I laugh it off. Me and Amalia, we laugh about it all the time. We're like, damn,
For real.
why people got to be that way? Like, come on, ain't got nothing better to do.
Probably not.
Oh man,
What's
yes,
up, Henry Louise? I'm sorry if it's something, related to you.
yep,
Much love to you.
yeah. I was just about to mention that too. Yeah, 2 days ago was Selena's birthday. She would have been 50 years old. Miss Selena Quintanilla Perez, if you can see my shirt. The
Yes,
Queen of
happy
Cumbia.
birthday.
Yes. Happy heavenly birthday. I mean, this is one of my favorite Latina singers. She
Yeah,
is y'all like there's no one like Selena and there'll never ever be a Selena. I mean, I know that there's other popular singers out there, but unfortunately, Selena took the cake when it came to Tejano music for me, you know? 'Cause I mean, I listen to everything. And I've said that I listen to everything. And
right.
she won my heart for real. So happy heavenly birthday, Selena. You know we love you. And definitely can't wait to see what comes. Well, we already know what comes next regarding the series, but I mean, it's going to be so much extra things that they're adding into the series that none of us fans knew. And the series is coming. I think you said May, right?
Yeah,
Part two.
it was supposed to air on the 14th of May, but they actually they're gonna make it sooner, so it's gonna premiere on the 4th.
Ooh,
So
I look
yeah.
forward to it. You know, you and I, we got to do our little binge watch party together, like we did the last
Oh
time.
yeah, definitely. We have
Seriously.
a Netflix Selena binge watch date.
Uh huh. Seriously. Like part one was really good, so I definitely look forward to part two. But of course, not the ending because we all know how it ends, and it's tragic that Selena's life was taken viciously in the way it was. But I'm glad that her family is honoring her through this series. And also, I think you said her husband, her widower, was live recently on Instagram.
Yep.
I mean, what did he have to say? Because I missed it. You remember?
Well, he was with this young guy. I'm not sure who he is, but it looks like he made an album and he had something to do with the series. I don't know if he was a producer of any music or any songs that were used in the series, but they were talking, and it actually was a cool story because it started off like, they were going back and forth messaging each other on Instagram, the love, and they went back and forth a couple of times.
You're
Ways.
break- you're breaking up a
Oh,
little bit.
sorry. He was.
No, it's okay.
Is is it better now?
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. So he was doing a lot of giveaways for people, for fans. Like the Selena cups, the water cups, and the water bottles, and the ukulele and stuff like that. And they actually became friends. Like Chris Perez and this guy, I think his name was Daniel something,
Right.
but they became friends. And Chris was like, you know what? I'm very proud of what you're doing. Keep doing what you do. Stay strong. Don't give up. And if you need me for anything, just pick up the phone and I'm right here. So I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool though. Chris was in a podcast too. See, I've been missing a lot lately. I've been MIA. I mean, I'm pretty sure you all have noticed that I've been MIA on social media. I haven't really been active on social media as of lately, so I need to get back on the ball with social media. I mean, it's like I don't know what's been going on with me lately, but you know, sometimes you need breaks. I'm not gonna deny that. Like social media can be very, very heavy. So I
Yeah,
miss a lot.
very, very stressful. See, he even lost his hair due to stress. I'm kidding.
Oh, it's okay. I like being bald.
I like your bald head.
I love my bald head. I love it. I like the way it shines and it gleams on camera. It has this nice little glow to it. Yeah.
Not the soul glow though.
No soul glow. Just a little bit of castor oil up there. Oh man. But yeah, everybody who's joining, hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button. We definitely need you guys to show us some love. Hit that like. What's up, Janesta?
Natalie, welcome. Rachel,
What's up,
welcome.
Natalie? Rachel?
Ola,
Ola? Yep.
Kathy, Edmonds. What did I do now, Dodo? I didn't do anything.
Rachel said, "Who said it's nothing? Strange they think that." I mean, sometimes that's what we get when it comes to our show or my content. I'm used to it by now. I mean, 11 years in the game, I have heard it all before, so it's like, the hell out of here. Banned. You don't have time for that. Oh, Dove. Right. But yeah, I'm just glad though that her family is upholding her legacy the way it needs to be upheld. And not only that, the fans are also doing so as well. Because I mean,
Yeah.
without the fans, her legacy can go. I hate to use this word, but her legacy can go to shit because without the fans really pushing it, we wouldn't be able to continue to have the things that we have from Selena. This goes for every artist. Like without the
Exactly.
fans pushing them and rooting for them, they wouldn't be able to be upheld when it comes in regards to their legacy. So
Nope.
definitely the fans play a major part and kudos to us. I mean, we help. I wish I had a clapper, a clap button, but I don't have a clapper. So, but you know how that goes. I know.
Oh, because I said he lost his hair due to stress. It's true though. They be stressing my boy here all the time. It's not nice. He
They
feels that
said
way when you do that to him. It's not nice.
they want to see your face.
What, my face?
Yeah.
Not today.
Oh man, my face is on camera. Y'all don't enjoy my face. I don't know. Y'all don't like it.
Janesta likes it.
Like
Your number
y'all
one
like
fan.
it.
I like
Like
it.
wait, like I like it. But yes, I should have put this up on screen the first time around. But Queen Selena,
Yes.
yes. But
50
now,
years though. Wow. Sorry.
no, that's okay. I was like, now just to think about, like, I was just about to say that, like, she would have been 50. Like,
I mean,
wow,
it's crazy, right? It's been like 20 years since she passed. It's really crazy. It seems like yesterday.
it does. But then thinking back, I'm like 1995. How old was I? I think I was just graduating grade school then, the fifth grade when that happened, or just about to. But wow, 50 years old. I'm
Yeah.
just still like, wow. Said I love listening to you guys. You always keep me company while I'm at work. That's what's up. I love that.
Why what, Dodo?
It's called Anything for Selena podcast. He met with a fan in CA. Oh, that's cool. I gotta check that out. Is it on YouTube, Rachel?
On Instagram.
Wait, it's on Instagram.
Yep. I saw it on Instagram. I don't know.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Hold on, let me. Now
Oh,
before
my
we
face.
they want to see your
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not today. Sorry.
Now before we get into the next topic, because this is a very serious topic, as you know,
Hmm.
the whole MJ innocent project.
Yes.
You've been an advocate for MJ. I've been an advocate. All of you watching have been advocates for MJ. And here's where we are today. But let me just skip start off with saying facts don't lie. People do. Not
Yep.
guilty on all counts. Let's just start there first. Let's just start there first. Now,
Exactly.
but between the two years 2003 and 2005, the court system, the police, the media really made MJ's life a living hell. And we know this whole hellacious behavior towards him began way farther than then, began in 1993, but we're talking about 2003 to 2005, where he had to face a jury of his peers. Not only that, if you guys remember, and we've all discussed this in the past, whether it was in our inboxes or if you guys see my videos, how it was discussed how the investigation done on MJ was a 10-year investigation by various different sources between the FBI, the NYPD, the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office, uh, Los Angeles Police Department, social services. The list goes on and on. And you would think, despite all of that rigorous investigating that they did, the invasion of privacy by making him strip nude and taking pictures of his private parts, all of these vicious, disgusting acts that he had to endure and go through to prove his innocence, he did. And even afterwards, in 2005, when it was announced that he was not guilty on all counts, people still now in 2021 still feel the need to treat him as if he is a guilty person. Now, recently, and I shared this video with you, Dove. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
mention who it is, but I mean it was a
Mhm.
very, very, very just disheartening, disgusting display of hatred towards MJ regarding what Wade Robson and James Safechuck has been pretty much putting out about him over the last couple of years with this lawsuit.
Yeah.
And not only did the person disrespect MJ in a sense by saying that he was doing the things that they say he was doing, but then the person was also referring to him as gay and everything else. And I'm like, how are you deciphering that or coming to this conclusion? I
Right.
mean, I don't get it. And everybody that was commenting is like, oh, well, because the person who made the video is an LGBTQ member, so they would be able to recognize and blah, 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 blah. Not everybody in the LGBTQ community feels that way. And there's plenty of fans who are from that community that respect and never have ever thought anything about MJ in that way. And I'm just trying to figure out where is this coming from. And it's not just the media, it's not just Dan Reed anymore. It's right here on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it really bugs me out. But I mean, Dove, did you ever get to watch it or get to check it out? I don't
I
know if you
watched the
got
whole
to.
thing. I watched the whole thing and I was like literally very tempted to say something, to comment. But I was like, okay, you got one viewer, your video pushes even further. But it was just for, um, purposes to talk about it. And I even shared it on my Dove Angel page so people would know what I was coming from when I started this whole video about his innocence and the Speak Up for Michael movement and stuff like that. I was like, I have to do something. I need some positivity towards this whole thing because back in the day it was already horrible of the things that he was accused of. But you could kind of like blame it on, okay, misinformation. There wasn't maybe as much out there as it is now. It's only one click away. It's everywhere on Google. There are books. People that were or are really close to him, um, are speaking up, whether it's through interviews or books. So we know so much more, and that there's still people out there who think the same way as back then. I'm kind of like, where were you all this time? And it's very hurtful to me because this came from uh, also a black man. So
Right.
I'm like, why? I mean, you don't have to like Michael Jackson. I'm not asking you to like him. Not everybody has to like him, but at least respect him. I'm not asking you to love him or to be idolizing him or whatever. Just respect him. I mean, he was being targeted since day one. And if he was really that awkward and that weird, all of these allegations would have started back then when he started off the wall. Why didn't it start there? Why did it start let's say in Dangerous era?
Exactly.
Why did it start there? Because he became even bigger then. He was bigger in the 90s than in the 80s. So there was more money. Therefore people were like, okay, let's sue Michael Jackson, you know? And Michael Jackson said once he was done with the very last court thing, his very last court date, he was like, I'm not stepping 1 foot ever again in something like this because it breaks me, as a person, it devastates you.
It
And
does.
people, yeah, and that was like a even a bigger target on his back because people figured like, oh, since you're not stepping into a courthouse, we might as well just sue you for whatever and ask you for some money, and we'll settle this out of court, and I'll make easy money, a couple of millions on my bank account, and we're done.
The one thing that really bothered me is that, this person was trying to point out all the negativity while using clips that didn't make sense to me, because I'm like, at the same time, you're using Evan Chandler and Jordy Chandler as, the reasoning for the beginning of your video as to why you're saying what you're saying about Michael Jackson. But at the same time, you also didn't play the clip of Evan Chandler saying that he was going to make Michael Jackson pay. He was going to make sure that he never sold another album again, or none of those things that was recorded behind the scenes that said and showed that Evan Chandler was a bold-faced liar when it came to Michael Jackson and saying that he did something to that kid.
Right.
And I'm just like, wow, that's the first bad example. But then at the same time, like the whole time I was commenting in the comment section because I happened to catch the video live. So I was in the live chat, and I'm guessing my messages were being seen because it ended up being, my message got pinned. And then all of a sudden a message popped up that said, oh, it's okay to believe MJ is innocent with prayer hands. And I'm like, so which is it? Do you believe he's innocent? Do you not believe he's innocent? Because it just seems like wishy-washy all over the place. And I was just confused. And like you said, it did come from a black YouTuber. And, I'm not saying that he has to agree with what we're saying, but then there's a respectable way to do it at the same time if you do disagree with what you hear or what you've learned. But I'm sorry, leaving Neverland is not a reason to believe any of that stuff. Word of mouth from Wade James is not a reason to believe any of that stuff, because there's plenty of stories that are now circulating, and it's come out. And I don't know how many people follow all of these other quote unquote surviving stories. Some of these celebrities are getting stuff made up against them because right now that's where the money is. And I'm not saying everybody is lying, but what ends up happening is regular, ordinary, everyday people who may have had contact with a celebrity or something other will use whatever, how can I put it, like messages. Like that's why half the time that these celebrities don't want to answer people back, because they'll use messages against them. And then you know how people will re-edit messages, screenshot this, edit this,
Yeah.
post that, and then on top of that, they could have just said, oh, that's a nice shirt you have on in response, and that person would have taken it as you're flirting with them or being sexual towards them. And it's
Yeah.
horrible. And one of the cases that, and I don't know if I'm rambling, Dove, so sorry, stop me if I am.
No,
But
go ahead.
recently something popped up with the rapper T.I. and his wife Tamika Tiny Cottle. I don't know if you know who she is. She's from the group Escape.
Mm-hmm.
And something popped up recently with them with some woman named Sabrina Peterson, stating that they were raping and drugging women. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that word. They were assaulting and drugging women. And
Uh-huh.
it was exposed in a live interview yesterday by two people. Mind you, she's feigning innocence all over the internet, making herself look like, oh, some victim. And people that she knew that was close to them as well spoke to, I don't know if you remember Tasha K,
Yeah.
one of the biggest bloggers out there right now, spoke to Tasha K and revealed stuff about her that exposed her as a liar and a deceiver. And she's trying to
Mm.
manipulate people. And then she says she has 38 people that is willing to roll over on them to take them down. But at the same time, you never see any of these people physically. Not only that, but she also was saying that T.I., the rapper, pulled a gun on her and put a gun to her head. While at the same time, she ever avoided telling the public that she beat up a 19-year-old girl and cut her up.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm like. And it bothers me that this is the route that people are taking now, is using celebrities to earn a paycheck instead of just working like everybody else or opening a business. There's a lot of small business owners. Why not be one of them? Why not become one of them? Or why not start a YouTube channel? Why not start a podcast or something that can generate money? Stay out of other people's pockets in that way. I mean, why do you have to manipulate the public in order to get them to roll over and cancel a celebrity when at the same time you're lying on them? And this has been going on for far too long. I'm not saying
Mhm.
everybody is lying, but a majority of these stories that come out end up being false. And this is why you don't hear of them a year from now.
Yeah. And it's sad. I mean, it destroys people. We believe, well, we think that's the problem when we have people that we look up to, like these celebrities, right? We think like not that they're God, but kind of like they're this superhuman or superhero, somebody, or they're untouchable. But we forget that they have families, they have a mother, they have granddaughters, they have children, and at the end of the day, when they're at home, they're just regular people like you and me, and it's destroying, entire families. And I don't I know that there are people around in the industry that really do weird stuff and are into weird stuff, but I'm talking about innocent people that actually don't do anything, but they get accused of allegedly doing this or doing that for a lousy paycheck, you know and that's kind of disgusting. It's disgusting because, like I said, it destroys somebody. I mean,
It
look at Michael
does.
Jackson. Look at him. By the end of 2005, if you looked into his eyes, that man was broken. And I can only imagine if it happened to anybody else, they would look exactly the same way. You know,
Exactly.
there's only so much you can take as a person.
I'm sorry. Like half the time when I do hear stuff like that, I always wait for the real story to come out behind it, because majority, I'm not trying to say that all these people are lying, but at the same time, at least 85 to 90% of them be lying. And it's crazy that the percentage is that high, that every time I turn around that there's something I'm not, and this is outside of MJ right now, that
Yeah.
even in the world of celebrity, there's always something. I don't believe that, because I've met Tamika Tiny Cottle. The rumors out there saying that she's aggressive, she's abusive. I've never gotten that vibe from her. I've been around her. I've never seen her act that way. So I'm like, I don't know where this is coming from. And this is somebody that knows her as well, who spent time around her and even had her son and her children calling T.I. and his wife, Tamika Tiny Cottle, auntie and uncle. So I'm like, wait a minute, which is it? Were they your friends? That's what I'm like. I don't believe none of these stories half the time, because a lot of the times they end up being something made up. And I feel for them because I think it's messed up. And if I'm wrong months down the line, I'll admit that. But I've never seen anything like that. And we know, and this is way beyond the line, we know that some celebrity couples like to play with a third or a fourth or whatever, because I've heard the stories, but doesn't make them sexual assaulters, and it doesn't make them
Mm-mm.
druggies.
No.
Just means they like to play.
Right. And if you consent into that and you are freaky, and or let's say you're not even freaky, you're at a club, you have a couple of drinks, you feel kind of like a little bit dizzy or tipsy or whatever, and you're feeling this guy, and all of a sudden this girl looks cute or pretty, and you're like, you know what the hell? Let's just have fun for tonight. And all of a sudden, the next night or the next morning, you wake up and you go like, "Let me step to the media."
For real.
What's wrong with you?
And it's happened. It's happened. It has
I
happened big
know,
time. And the
I
one
know,
thing
and
I can
it's
say
sad.
that I keep my eyes open because not all the time that I take these stories seriously. Like there are a lot of instances where you gotta really think about something before you take it and start running with it, and then go, "Oh, he did it, she did it," until all the facts is out there. Now, this girl had claimed that there was 38 people that she has that could actually show and prove what she's saying, but none of those 38 people have come forward to nobody else but her, and those 38 people never went to the police either.
Hmm. That's
38 people
crazy.
and never went. None of them went to the police. Nobody, because they forget the statute of limitations when it comes to reporting sex abuse and sex assault has changed here in the U.S. So for these people to claim that there was any sex abuse and sex assault, why haven't they gone to the police?
Right.
And I'm not victim shaming, because I know how people get when it comes to this topic, because this is a very sore and serious topic, but it's just a valid question. Something like this, especially being that they're older now, this is stuff that they were doing when they was in their early 20s, and now they're a lot older. Some of the women that she's saying came forward to her, and I'm still wondering, why was she still around them and going around them up until 2 years ago if there was these things going on? That's why there's something not right with the situation, but that's besides the topic we were on. But I just had to rant about that one because I'm like, you know what? That's been a floating topic that's been going on for the last maybe 3 months, and I'm just letting it build up and marinate. And I'm just like, something's not right with this. But I'm like, it's whatever. I pray that each side finds peace with the situation and eventually let it go, because I can't say that I've seen anything aggressive out of Tamika Tiny Cottle at all.
Right.
We are growing people. Stop being weird. Exactly. But that's also, this whole abuse thing ties to something else that we wanted to talk about, because Dove had alerted me to an update regarding the Raid Robson case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me put get that back up there. I'm not gonna leave his face up there too long because I don't want to torture you guys, but I just want to put it up there so you guys could. For those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't know about the man with the horns, so be prepared, because if this if you are mentally scarred from seeing this man's face,
Don't sue
please don't.
us.
Yeah, don't get. Please, I'm broke.
Me
As
too.
being circulated, Uh, I'm like, it's being circulated. He's broke. So let it be known, I have nothing to sue for. Maybe if you want to
Right.
blend jet and some Goji gummies, I got you on that. I got you on that. Yes, put that thumbs up on that like button, please. But yep, this is all about MJ. All about MJ. Remember that.
Yes. Welcome, by the way, everybody else who joined. I'm missing everybody.
Said
Sorry.
shithead. Exactly.
Shithead. Yeah, he's the schmuck.
Now, what was the update? Because I haven't actually been following the case as of lately.
So, according to Twitter, well, Twitter users who have been nice enough to share information, and I Googled it because, again, I got rid of Twitter. Um, they said that the deadline for Wade's case to be either tossed out of court or will be postponed is on the 20th. And if the judge doesn't reach a decision by then, it's going to be either delayed until August 18th and it can even become September. And it's
Wow.
all due to, yeah, it's due to Weitzman's passing if it gets delayed. So I hope that we get an answer on the 20th, which is just a couple of days away, and we can finally move on and, celebrate MJ's victory, because I know that he's gonna win again.
Hopefully, this whole madness, because like, when did they throw out Jesus? I'm
James?
glad. I'm glad I'm forgetting their names because I don't need to remember these wicked people's names. But James Safechuck. When was that they threw out his case? That was
A
this year,
couple of
early, couple of months
Yeah, a
ago,
couple of
right?
months back. Yeah, but that was like quick. His case got thrown out real quick. But Wade, I don't know what's going on with him, because he's been asking for, how do you say that when you postpone a case? Like, he's been asking for delays and stuff like that, and it's been granted to him every single time. And this has been going on for longer than a year now. And yeah, so that's the latest update. Hopefully they reach a decision by the 20th.
Hopefully so, because I mean this has been going on long enough. I mean, with the amount of time that this is taking and costing the estate, they're actually losing money. They're not actually pushing out enough regarding MJ, regarding his music or anything like that, doing no best of albums, or I don't know what they're doing because you don't really see anything being pushed by the estate or any real memorabilia coming from the estate period. Even if you go to michaeljackson.com, there's nothing recent or new on there where us fans could actually partake or buy or purchase something that we don't have or have already.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what is going on with them? So I'm just wondering. And I think those screenshots that you sent were tied to something regarding the case as well, right?
Yeah, those were the tweets that I found on the update, in case people wanted to read them or wanted to see them. There were also people asking themselves, within the fandom and the community, like, what's Tom Mesereau's role in this whole court case, right? Because we were all excited, we were all rooting, like, oh, if Tom Mesereau's on, the legal side, the legal team, this is going to be a very short thing, and it's going to be a victory for sure. But it seems like Tom Mesereau hasn't been like active on the case.
You
If
just
he
cut
needs
out.
any help,
You just cut
but
out for
it's
a second.
oh, sorry, what did I miss?
I missed like a whole 5 seconds.
Okay, where
The
did I
last thing I
leave
heard
off?
was something about Tom Mesereau.
Oh, that people in the community were wondering what Mesereau's role was with this whole court case. Because remember that at the beginning, when this whole thing started, we were all very excited when we were told, or it was announced, that he was going to be part of the legal team. So we were thinking, if he did such a great job in the 2005 case, this is going to be a quick thing, right?
Right.
But it looks like Mesereau has been on the legal team, but only as, like on the sideline, like providing them whatever they needed from back then, like proof or whatever he had. But it's not like he's been um, representing the name of, or on behalf of, the MJJ estate or Michael Jackson, whatever. So that's kind of like the only thing that I have on that.
Well, according to these tweets, it says Wade Robson case update requests a delayed trial start date due to February's unplanned 2 month delay of the summary judgment hearing. A mutual request was made to delay the trial to start August 16th. This would be applicable. I get tongue tied
It's
if
a
Wade's
hard
case
word.
is applicable, but I get very tongue tied. I don't know why. I have a big tongue. If Wade's case is dismissed, hearing on April 20th. Now, Wade Robson case update, trial date delay. There was a stipulation in order to continue trial date filed Friday. A new tentative trial date has been scheduled for September 20th, 2021. So it just seems like it just keeps hopping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, and that's what I don't understand. Why is this guy getting so many delays? What does he have that he can prove that his side is true? It's been already debunked from so many sides. I'm wondering what he's doing or what he has. Now, if I have to believe what I've been reading online, like I spoke to, well, I just told you,
Uh-huh.
Teddy Riley and Genevieve Jackson said it. They said that the truth was coming out real soon and the whole world was going to be shocked. I was like, oh, what's coming? So I don't know whether they know something or something is going to come out really soon. There's also an alleged coming back on the estate thing, not releasing anything. The alleged new Michael Jackson album called Resurrection. I
Uh-huh.
don't know. There's just a bunch of heebie-jeebie going around and
Heebie
nothing like.
jeebies.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't see anything. And if it's another Michael album attempt, please don't. Just don't. That doesn't help. That doesn't help his legacy.
It doesn't. I mean, according to this tweet here, let me take this comment down. It says, the explanation of the trial delay. Now it says the mutually agreed upon delay comes as a result of Harvey Weitzman's passing this past week. Weitzman was an integral part of the case and expected to be involved in the trial. Judge
Hmm.
has set the new trial date to September 20th. So we get farther and farther down the line with each tweet.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
So
it
they're
all
really trying to
depends.
drag it out.
But it all depends on April 20th, though. If on April 20th the judge is like, you know what, you've had enough time. We're not getting anything from you. I'm done. It's over. If
Because
he
they're
doesn't
dragging it out for
decide,
nothing.
yeah. And I mean, where does he get the money? Because that has a lot of costs. A year long of lawyers and attorneys and going back and forth and asking for delays. I mean, that's not for free. So I'm just wondering, where the hell is Wade getting his money from, or is he really expecting to get that $100 million? I don't think so.
Whatever lawyer he has, I can't remember the lawyer's name, but most lawyers, when they take on high profile cases like this, they'll take very little to start, expecting a big payout towards the end. So that bill
Hmm.
that Wade is accumulating while this trial is going on
Hmm.
is gonna stack up against him once it's tossed out, and he's still gonna have to pay that attorney whatever amount of money it is for the amount of work that that attorney did. So I hope he's prepared to give up all of them assets.
What assets though? He burned everything. Remember?
No, he still has some assets because he still does that choreography thing that he calls choreography.
Oh,
He
the chicken dance.
yeah. Dun, 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 dun. That was too funny though. Yeah, like he does those mini tours and things, and I'm like, for people who actually are paying to see him, good luck, because I wouldn't want to see that in person at all. But to each their own. Who wants to see Wade in person? No shade. Then again, all shade implied, because that dancing was just atrocious.
Like for real. I'm predicting because Wade does not dance that well, and I'm sure that his um schooling or whatever he's doing, teaching people, um, does not pay enough, doesn't get him enough money to pay for a year long worth of attorney bills. I'm just saying. So I'm predicting Wade Robson is going to have to get on a stripper pole or something.
Wow.
I'm sorry. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Wade Robson on a stripper pole. Yes, I said it. Sue me, Wade. Come on. Sue me. Try
I'm
me.
not sure.
Come on.
I'm not sure if any of the Moonwalker ladies here would want to see Wade Robson on a pole. Wow, that is too funny. Hold on,
He can,
this
yeah, he can appeal, but he did that a couple of times. Sorry, go ahead.
he has. Now I was trying to get to the messages because there was a lot of messages. Like we said on this podcast, we believe in MJ's innocence and we support MJ to the fullest. So just know that. So if you come over here with that nonsense about MJ not being innocent, you will be cussed out, blocked, and banned for life. So be prepared for that. I hope you are ready for that. Yes. But we have fellow moonwalkers that actually sent in nice messages regarding MJ. So we definitely would love for you guys to check them out. Here we go. So this one comes from Terry TJ, who is here right now. So you get to hear your message. Let me stop. Go all the way to the top. No, I don't know why the page just literally jumped all the way down. Okay, now Terry TJ says in 1993, Michael Jackson said, "Don't treat me like a criminal, for I am innocent." They tried so hard to break his spirit down and steal his pride. They are still trying and they are losing. We won't let it happen. It takes a mentally insane and perverted person to molest or hurt a child. He publicly and anonymously gave millions of dollars to sick and underprivileged children. Michael Jackson was not mentally insane or perverted. There was no chemical imbalance in his brain to make him hurt a child like that. Michael Jackson showed his love for children the only way he could or knew how to, and he felt it was right, by giving from his heart so they could have for a few hours of hope of happiness. What blank molester does that? You are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Since 1993, Michael Jackson was, is, and forever will be innocent. P.S. He wasn't gay. Even if he was, we wouldn't care. We should still love him because we have a heart, and we shouldn't accuse innocent people of being different because of it. We love you, Michael Jackson. Thank you for existing in my lifetime.
Thank you,
Yes,
Terry.
that's a beautiful message, Terry TJ. Thank you for sending that in.
Yeah, so next up is Dodo, and she says, "It is so inhuman what the haters and envious of MJ have done to him. It's enough. Enough. He's innocent, damn it. I will support him until the end of my life. We need him so much in this terrible darkness. We love him more." Thank you, Dodo, for that.
Put myself back on camera. Now, from Holly Morse. Now, she says, people think that MJ fans are crazy. The fact that we go out and openly defend someone who, in their eyes, is a child molester. Truth is, they are crazy ones. Who in their right mind would think that a man who dedicated his life helping others would be able to do such a thing? The truth is there and easy for all to see. People can be so lazy. Hold on, it looks like we lost Dove again. Where is she? There you are.
Yeah, sorry.
It's
Got kicked
okay.
out.
It's okay. I wanted to get you back in before I continue reading.
Okay.
Now, I love this. People can be so lazy just because you read it in a magazine or see it in a TV screen. Don't make it factual. I love the man Michael is. He is incredible. My parents gave me the
Yes.
name of one of his sisters because they were not only fans but convinced that he always had beautiful messages and lessons in his songs. Everything we are fighting for now, Michael knew all along. May his beautiful soul RIP, and his music will live forever in our hearts. Say hi to my parents, please, Latoya. Hey, Latoya's
Yeah.
parents. Oh
Oh,
man,
yeah, that was sweet. Okay, so next up is says, "Dear Michael, it pains me to know all of the hurt that you suffered, all of the torment that you went through, all of the mistreatment from society that you received. You were so trusting and loving, and people took you for granted. I wish I could have been there just to be a shoulder for you to lean on. You were such a gentle soul, and as long as I am here, I will defend you with every vibe in my being, because I know you are innocent. Your legacy will forever be untouchable, because you are truly invincible. Love, Gloria.
That's beautiful. I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. And this next one comes from MD Love, a friend to the show. Now she says, writing about Michael without getting emotional is not an easy task, but we have to do it. We have to because if there is one person in this world that needs to be defended right now, it's our Michael. I know that when people outside the fandom looks at us and seeing everything we do for that man, they think we're just crazy obsessed fans. That is so true. I agree with that one right there. But that's only because they don't know our Michael. At least they don't know them the way we do. So for those who have the wrong information, please let me tell the world. Wait, hold on, I lost my place. Oh, no. So for those who have the wrong information, please let me tell you a little bit about the most loved man in the world. Michael Jackson, no doubt, is the greatest artist of all time, but that's not all the reason we are here today and forever by his side. We are here for the man, the heroic human being that stood tall against horrible false allegations, that was bullied for decades by the press, the man that dealt with life threatening health problems, painful permanent injuries, a man that was being pushed to the edge by money hungry monsters that were after his catalog and his fortune, not at all seeing him as a human being. For many, he was just a money machine. Today, we are here because of that reason. There's another money hungry monster out there who was planning on earning $100 million by telling the world one fat, hurtful lie about Michael. A lie that could not only destroy his public image, but could possibly destroy a beautiful human being. And it needs to stop. And the only way to stop it is to speak up, to tell the world who Michael really is, about how much he loves people and especially children in the most beautiful, pure way, to debunk all the lies that is being told about him and celebrate our victories. Michael and us will win again because lies run sprints and the truth runs marathons, but mainly because love always wins. And Michael is all about love. Nice.
Yes. Thank
I
you,
like
MD.
that. I like that. I like that.
All right. So next one is from Seni. She says, I never speak of Michael in the past tense because someone like him never goes away. The amount of humiliation and injustice this man endured was anything but human. Many times he spoke up against these attacks from the media and the industry, but he was ignored. People treated him as a crazy man looking for ways to justify his quote unquote weird lifestyle or actions. The truth is, Michael was always right. He was being targeted from every angle possible and was mistreated emotionally and physically for speaking and knowing the truth. I will eternally be heartbroken over the fact that such an exceptional human being was always misunderstood and never truly loved. The whole world owes Michael Joseph Jackson an apology.
Wow. That was deep.
Yes. Yeah.
The world does owe him an apology. I mean, look at what's still going on regarding his name now and how people are still not even counting the court case, but I mean the media is still doing him dirty and they have no reason to right now. I mean, he's not around to speak up for himself and I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to keep this whole hate train going. Leave him alone. Let it go. But then
Right.
again, they won't because they're too greedy, and we all know that. So that's to be expected. But we
Yep.
have one more from Sandy Morick, and Sandy says, "I have never met Michael Jackson personally, but I've been a huge fan for over 50 years. Loving his voice, music, dance, and magic are the first things we notice about him. There is so much more to Michael than being a great performer or an accomplished icon. Michael was a humanitarian and a philanthropist. We sure couldn't ignore his love of people of all races, the planet, animals, and his sensitivity to the pain of children around the world. We celebrated we celebrated his successes right alongside him. Sadly, we also cried right alongside him and felt his pain through the difficult times. Even though it was from a distance, the people that got to know what he was really like through his art, music, and heart never believed the false allegations and the pain those lies caused him. Michael, I believe, was maybe too kind, caring, and trusting. He sometimes didn't realize when the wrong people, greedy people, could take advantage of him. His sensitivity and compassion drove him to make a difference and wanted nothing more than to heal the world and show love and be loved. Michael was falsely accused by people, and all he tried to do was make a difference in their lives. Michael was innocent and always has been innocent of the false allegations brought against him. He could never harm anyone and could definitely never harm a child. The truth will always prevail. We will defend his innocence with our last dying breath. Why we love Michael Jackson, we stand with you always. I like that. Thank you,
Yes.
Sandy, and thank you, everybody. Still, we have Sandy, we have Senny, we have MD Love, we have Gloria, we have Latoya, Holly Morse, Dodo, and Terry TJ. Thank you, everybody who sent
Yes.
in such great messages about MJ. Because I mean, we need more fans to speak up for him. Because I and Dove, you did say, was it okay to say this? Yeah, it's okay to say it. It's true. Some of the MJ fans are lazy when it comes to MJ. They want to say that they care and want his legacy to be protected, but don't want to do the work to protect his legacy. They just sit back, relax, and wait for something to happen. They don't actually take action, even if it's something so much as speaking up on a social media post. They won't even do
Yeah.
that. They think it's just all about sharing photos, and it's more than that. Like it's more than that. It's more than that. Yeah, that's a part of being a fan, but true fans are doing more than just sharing photos. They're actually fighting for his innocence and his legacy. And we respect everybody that submitted messages here to the podcast today on behalf of MJ because it really means a lot. And this sort of thing does need to be heard. And it's like it's being ignored. And the more people that hear it and the more people that say it, maybe one day it'll be understood. And I agree with each of you who have said it because two of you said in your letters that people look at MJ fans sideways and think that we're crazy for supporting him. But in the long run, we're looking at you crazy for desecrating his name because what you're desecrating his name for is based on hearsay and a lie. It's messed up.
Very messed up.
Great messages.
So
I hope
yeah,
MJ's
I do want
listening.
to thank everybody took the time, sat down, and whether it was through a text message or whether it was like Senny did, she actually sat down and she wrote it down by hand. I was like, wow, that is so special. You actually took time out of your daily stuff to do, and you did that just for because I asked, not really asked, I reached out to her because I saw her on a live with on K-pop radio, and I was like, wow, this girl really is outgoing, and the way she talks about Michael, I really like her style. So I reached out to her, and she was like, sure, I'll do it. And she took the time, and each and every one of you did. And one of the girls that I didn't expect for her to reach out was Latoya. She's actually a friend of mine from Holland, and we grew up together. We know each other for over 30 years. So I know her parents, she knows my parents, and both of them, she lost her parents very young. Within 3 months, she lost both of her parents, and they happen to be MJ fans, both of them. But her father actually went to the Dangerous tour. He was a
Oh
major MJ
wow.
fan. Yeah, one of the times that Michael was in Rotterdam, her father went to the Dangerous tour. Well, the Dangerous concert, sorry. And yeah, so and one of his songs that was on his funeral was "You Are Not Alone." I still can't listen to that song till this day. I can't listen. I can't do it. I really can't. So yeah, thank you everyone. Much love to all of you.
That was amazing. Well, I'll give a few words myself because now you guys inspired me. In all
All
honesty,
right, well, go ahead.
no, no, in all honesty, I do agree with everything that everybody says. Nobody truly understands MJ the way his fans do. And the fact of the matter is, they feel just because we are his fans and supporters that that's the only reason why we're supporting him. But no, it's not just about being a fan and being a part of the fandom. It's about more than that because we see something deeper that other people don't. They've never looked past the artist. They've never looked past what he's done as a musician. They've never looked into any of the good that he's ever done. All they focused on was the music. So all they see is the rich musician who's being accused of this, the rich musician being accused of that. And in all actuality, none of these accusations have ever been proven true. It's been debunked by not just myself, but a bunch of you on social media, so many other researchers on YouTube. It's been debunked. Mike Smallcombe debunked a lot of the stuff. The train station stories have been debunked, and it's like no matter how many of these stories get debunked, the more that they try to stack up to try to tarnish his legacy. But unfortunately, he has a fandom that's there for him and will always forever support him. And for those of you who are pretending to support him, step away. Step away from the support pole. We don't need that. We need actual
No,
supporters.
yes,
And I really think that he would appreciate everything that his fans are giving and doing to keep his legacy afloat. And nobody's going to be able to take away his legacy as long as he have fans like you and I. As long as we're in the fandom, they're not going to be able to take that away. All of us. And that's all I
right.
have to say about that.
I want to add a little teeny tiny bit to it, like chime in.
By all
And
means.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with everybody. I totally agree with Glory when she says that his legacy is untouchable. It doesn't mean that anybody else who's an artist right now can surpass him. I'm not saying that that's not going to happen, but they will never reach his level. You know, just being the just as big as he was, when he was, doing his thing. Like the other day, Terry TJ shared a video. I can't remember what year it was. You're good with dates. I'm horrible. When he got the award, when he got the award from Beyonce.
Oh man, what year was that? Was that nine? It had to be in the late '90s because Beyonce is '98. Oh man, I can't remember. See, you put me on the spot because I'm usually good with dates, but unfortunately, that date, I don't have in
Well,
my head.
anyways, he
Yeah,
got this award, and he was looking gorgeous. He was, in the mature era. He was, he threw his jacket away, and we all know that Michael Bush was very upset with him. But Michael was like, "I don't care. I'm going to take my jacket off, and instead of throwing my fedora at you, I'm going to throw my jacket at you." but
that's
but
funny.
I was yeah, but what I was trying to say that day he was inducted into the world record of no, what is it? The world record Guinness record book. What is it called?
The Guinness Book of World Records.
Yes, thank you. He was inducted that day as the world's most famous human being. Human being, not even entertainer, human being. Does that not show enough? Does that not prove enough?
Apparently, it doesn't.
No,
It's never enough, as we
it's
know.
never enough. And I mean, what else do you want from him? He's done enough. He's shown enough. He's given enough. And mind you, he didn't even have to. He didn't even have to. He did it because he wanted to.
Hey, Penny. that jacket ended up in a million places. It probably, then again, it would have ended up in a million places if he just tossed it. I could
He
actually
tossed it.
expect that.
2006, Terry TJ says she believes. Okay.
Terry TJ said 2006.
Yeah.
2010, Janessa said World Music Awards 2006 said Hiker. Okay, okay. All right, so we have two. Okay, so we have three 2006s. So Amber, TJ, and Hiker says World Music Awards 2006. Okay, because I told you I'm just a fan like everybody else, but I don't pretend to be in the know of every single detail unless I actually need that detail.
I'm horrible with dates. I'm horrible. But
2007.
you guys understood what I meant. See, you all know what I was talking about. But my point was that he was inducted in that book of Guinness Record as the most famous human being on this planet. So that tells you enough. That tells enough. So I don't know what people are looking for, to be honest.
No, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And for those who always claim, I'm sorry, I have to get this out. Who always claim, oh, I'm his biggest fan. No, you're not.
It's like no, just no. It's like no.
Love to you all. I feel so happy to connect. Love from Bell. Thanks, Doc777.
What is that?
I don't know. Bell Amy, Bell Ami, I don't know.
Bellamy, like the shopping mall,
Oh,
because there's a shopping mall that it had that name Bellamy. Bellamy.
okay. So the shopping mall is happy to connect with us today.
No, this Bellamy is a new viewer. They commented early
Oh,
on that they were new, so welcome to the
okay.
podcast. Yes,
Yes, 777. That's good.
we have to wait. What does that say? TJ says we have to show him that everything he did for us was not in vain. There is enough of MJ fan base to do that if they will. Exactly, I agree.
Yeah,
Was that
well,
the one he was supposed to perform? That I'm not sure
yeah,
about. Anybody can comment out there. Was that where he was supposed to perform in 2006
yeah,
at
he
the
was,
World
but
Music?
he was fashionably late, being Michael. He was
Ah,
getting ready. People said, "Oh, he was stoned. He was drunk. He was this. He was that." Making up stuff again. But he was getting ready. He was getting his swag on, and he appeared on stage and he actually sang. But people were so loud you couldn't even hear him, and the kids all around
wow.
him were
She got cut out again. She got cut out again. Hold on. Let me let her pop back up. I don't know what just happened. There it goes. You got cut out on us again.
Oh my God, where did I leave off?
Oh man, we was talking about the award show and how he was
Oh
supposed to
yeah,
perform and he was late.
yeah, he was fashionably late because if you listen to Bill Whitfield, he can tell you that he was always late. He had to get his K pop mode on before he went anywhere. So they were waiting for him, and the kids were all singing "We Are the World," and he appeared. The crowd went crazy, went bananas. The kids surrounded him. They were screaming and yelling, "Michael, Michael," and everybody was crying, "We love you," this, that, blah, blah. And then he was hitting people, giving them high fives. Then he threw his jacket, and then it really got real crazy. People couldn't even hear Michael singing or saying
Wow.
anything.
Oh, that's nice, Janessa. Wait, DJD is always late. Make the people wait to build the
Right.
excitement.
Excited.
Hey,
Yeah,
there
that's
you
what he
go.
did.
What's up, Kristen? Oh man. But yeah, we have special guests potentially coming soon. So I'm trying to think of a way to mention the special guest without mentioning the special guest before we have a set date for the day we record with them, but we're okay. To make a long story short, this person was a close friend of MJ's, and
Hmm.
she is going to be coming here to the podcast to talk to us, and she's going to allow you guys to ask her questions. So before you guys probably all know who she is, and before the week before we record with her, we're gonna post about her. And once you see the name, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, her!" She's taking questions. So any questions you guys will have for her once we reveal the special guest, we'll probably reveal it at the beginning of May. So we're gonna save that for May because we're recording with her for our season finale.
Yes.
Yes. So Dove, like, are you excited?
Am I excited? I'm muy excited.
Muy siento excited. What's up, Len? It's been a while. What's going on? Oh man. Well, we're gonna be recording with her May, what was it, May 22nd?
Second.
Second?
Yes.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
gonna record with her May 22nd, and we're gonna have the podcast out the following day.
Right. What's up,
Yes.
Kristen?
Going into a building, a reporter stopped him and asked, let me put that up, and stopped him if he was going to perform, and he said no. Wow.
Wow. They really asked him for his idea?
That's funny.
He probably thought that was funny too. He was like, dude, really?
Like, come on now. Come on now. I remember that because Chris Brown was on stage with him.
Hmm? Was he? I don't
I don't
think that was
remember.
with Chris Brown.
I don't remember. But I mean, do you guys have any questions for us? Like anything that you want to drop on us that you want us to answer before we wrap up this podcast? But yeah, I'm excited though because I mean, it's been a while since we had guests on the show. Like our last set of guests, we had three Moonwalkers join us on the Moonwalkers chat panel. We're gonna have to do that again. I want to try that with another group of Moonwalkers, possibly. You know, get different Moonwalkers to actually come in and talk about MJ. So it would be cool to do that again. And then our friends who's been on the show, of course, are always welcome back. You know that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Saturday, yeah, that would be Sunday, May 23rd.
Yeah.
That we be posting it. Yeah. So we'll be
Yeah. So,
posting about it the week before. But go ahead, Dove. Sorry.
no, it's okay. We will be announcing our special guest beginning May until we actually post the whole episode with her. But you guys can already once you know who that person is, of course, we'll make your questions easier. But just know that she really got close to Michael, like really, really close. Not in a sexual way. Don't be creepy and freaky. No, not that way. A nice and loving way. But yeah. So once you know who she is, inbox Daryl or me through social media, email, whatever, Instagram, Facebook, wherever we are, and you can submit your questions. We have to get it to her at least 1 week before we record with her, and yeah, that's about it.
It's gonna be fun though. I mean, I definitely look forward to hearing what she has to say. She said, "Is it?"
Right.
She said, "Is it Talitha?"
I'm not saying yet.
We shall see. We want to keep you guys in suspense. Get them questions ready. Has anyone heard anything out of Alvarez? As in MJ's former security guard?
Hmm.
Is that the Alvarez you're referring to? Now that I remember, Janesta, when Chris Brown performed Thriller, his dance steps were a little too hard. I like him as a dancer though, but I mean he put that extra too much into it. I was like, you did not need to do that. Where he stopped in the
he
middle of the stage and started doing that weird gyrating thing.
yeah, he was very emotional though. He started crying and I don't know, he was a mess.
I remember. Yeah, he was all over the place. He couldn't even finish. I think it was during Man in the Mirror where he
Yeah,
started. He broke down and he couldn't even
he
finish.
was he was a mess.
Had the whole theater like literally breaking down beside him because you could see the sadness in everybody's faces when he started crying. That made everybody in the audience go, "Damn."
Oh, we miss MJ. Yeah, I know. That feels, we get that feeling a lot. Like, oh
Yeah.
shoot. So before I forget, because I'm old.
Oh, we're gonna start posting about it in the beginning of May. I'm gonna be posting on Facebook and Instagram, and so will Dove Angel. So you guys can submit your questions there once we reveal the guests. But it's gonna be a fun podcast. I can't wait to chat with her.
But listen, you guys, before I forget, before we go,
Uh huh.
um, send positive vibes and healing vibes to Jackie Jackson, who had a very bad ankle break or ankle what is it called when it breaks?
What did he break his ankle?
Yeah, in two parts, two spots.
Oh,
Yeah, and he's gonna need surgery. So definitely, speedy recovery to Jackie Jackson. Much love from the MCP and all of the Moonwalkers.
wishing you a speedy recovery. Wow. I've had a broken ankle before, but you said it was broken in two places.
Yep.
And then him being older, the healing time
Yeah.
could be a good while. Wow.
Yeah, and it sucks because they were preparing for a comeback. They were preparing for a tour.
Oh,
They're
nice.
talking. They're preparing. Yeah, they were gonna reveal. Well, not really reveal, but they were gonna open finally the Hard Rock Cafe in Gary, Indiana, with Joe Jackson's guitar and Michael Jackson's one of his jackets, I believe. So that was gonna be an event, and he'll probably miss out on that. So that kind of sucks. Bad timing, Jackie. But
Seriously.
yeah, we send you positive vibes. Love and light.
But wow. She says yes, MJ's bodyguard. Haven't seen or heard anything. It's true. I haven't heard anything about him either. That was the guy that made the infamous 911 call that was circulated publicly. Yeah, I haven't heard much about him or from him either. So I'm just wondering what's going on with him as well because yeah, it's been a good while since anything has come from him. I mean, we hear from Bill Whitfield and other people that MJ has dealt with regarding security, but no, regarding Alberto Alvarez, no, haven't heard anything about him. I mean, have any of you down there in the chat heard anything about Alberto Alvarez as of recent or over the last year? Because I know we're in the middle of a pandemic and it's so much social distancing and let me add her. And so much social distancing and stuff, so we don't hear from a lot of people. So I mean, have you guys heard anything from him? I remember him from the trial. MJ knew him for a while. That rhymes. And I know she didn't mean to make it rhyme, but that actually rhymed. I remember him from the trial. MJ knew him for oh wow. Hey, let me stop.
One more time.
Right. Sandy says, please send MJ lots of love and positive vibes. Michael, yes, he needs it right now. I agree with you.
Yeah. Focus on 20. April
TJ
20th is the
says,
day.
TJ
Prince
says,
got to see
Prince got to see
Catherine.
Catherine. Wow. because I know that she's moved in with TJ, actually, not TJ, but TJ, her grandson, I believe. Last I had heard anything. Matt Fitch just accepted my friend request. I forgot I asked. He takes forever to accept. I'm still pending. Not unless he
Don't get
accepted,
too
and I just don't know.
don't get too excited though. I'm just saying.
Oh man. Penny says, I'm so happy I made it. Love you, Daryl and Dove. God bless you both. And I'll see you next time. Stay
Oh,
safe. Penny, 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 Penny,
oh,
Penny,
thank you,
Penny.
Penny.
For old time's
Same
sake.
here.
Love you guys as well. Yes, we love MJ always and forever.
Yes.
Cammy says, I think it's kind of strange. Haven't heard anything at him since Michael left. Who knows? Maybe he's with Michael.
Hmm.
Maybe he might be that private security guard. You never know.
Sandy asked if anyone has read C. Murray's book. I haven't read it. Not planning
No,
on to.
no, haven't read it either. Bellamy says, Mr. P, I do admit I am a QVC TV shopping fan. I'm bad. Yeah, that's addicting sometimes, especially when they have good items pop up. Wait, is this from his 2011 book? Or is this a recent book? Is that is his one and only book? Or is there another book that I know he had a book, what the heck was the name of it? Where he revealed the stories about him and MJ going to, well, not going to Los Angeles because they were already in Los Angeles, but going to the not Las Vegas Strip and picking up escorts. If that's the book you're talking about. We want to see your face stuff, Angel. That's why you're breaking up.
Who says that?
Vanessa.
Nesta.
So you're talking about the one book. I've only read the excerpts from it. I haven't actually read the full book because I refuse to give that man a dime of my money. I'm not trying to be funny, but I refuse to give, not unless there's a free PDF file online somewhere. I'll read
You
it,
and your
but
free PDF.
I love free PDFs. I swear. That's the best way to get the best books. PDFs, because of course fans share with other fans of, especially if you love to read. Why not? I
Mr.
think
P, I do it. I do admit I am a QVC TV shopping fan. I'm bad. I do an MJ. Okay.
the book where
This
he had on that tacky blue outfit. I
Ooh,
know what
Sandy,
she's
you
talking
have the
about.
free PDF? Wow.
Do share.
Right.
Seriously, I'll read it because I've only gotten to see the excerpts. She's talking about the book where Conrad Murray had that tacky blue suit on. Let me see if I can find it real fast.
The same one that he used when he said the truth will prevail.
No, this one is like I don't know. This is the truth ain't prevailing with this suit. Hold on. Let me go to it. The truth is not
Okay.
prevailing with this suit. This will be the last thing I promise. I promise.
I'll send it to you guys. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that, MD.
this
Thank you.
this book is what she's referring to with the nice blue suit.
Yeah. He looks like an old Miami Vice guy. Sorry.
I'm just trying to. I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it. I guess that's where we'll end it. That's it. I don't like it. No, but I'll definitely read it. But we appreciate you guys tuning into us every week. It's 25 of you here. I didn't even realize 2 plus 5 equals what? 7.
Seven.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's a good way to end. But we appreciate you guys always tuning into the podcast every week. It's amazing to come here and get to do absolutely nothing for 2 hours, according to sources, because that's what we do over here. Now, let me stop. But I'm glad that we get to do this every single week. And it's nothing like getting to chat and getting to talk with you, Moonwalker peoples, because without the Moonwalker peeps, we're not the Moonwalker podcast. You like my accent? Had to
Oh,
throw a little
that's so
accent in
funny.
there.
Oh, that's so funny.
She says she's in no hurry to read his book. Oh man,
I'll do it for research sake.
yes, research, because there was
Yes.
excerpts from the book that I did use in one of my videos, so it would be nice to see the whole book. Yeah,
Why do
but I
you gotta be
mean,
so dramatic though? Like y'all.
nah, I don't know, but
Thank
yeah,
you, Donna.
thank you, Jadonna, thank you. But yeah, we
Okay, do you
appreciate you. What's up?
do you wanna do like a quick Q&A from people? Like quick, maybe 10 minutes?
Sure,
Okay, so people, if you have a Q, we have an A for you. Let's go.
there you go. You say you sound like Murray. As long as I have God in my heart and you in my life, I will be fine. Just know the truth will prevail.
Are you a Murray impersonator?
Yeah, I'm Murray in the flesh, apparently. Let me stop. No, but I've seen that video 1,001 times, researched it in the past. Since you already know, since the very beginning, that video was the most circulated video when he did that video, and the look on his face, and then people were saying that, oh wait, that's MJ in disguise. I was like, God damn it! I was like, stop it! I was like, stop!
Right.
I was like, stop! I can't. I can't. I'm done. But that's what I used to get every time I've seen that video. I've like some other researchers, like I don't know who they are, but they were around back then as well, where they would say that that was MJ in disguise, and I'm like, MJ disguised as Conrad Murray for what? That's not even through research. That's just me questioning, like, for what? Why would he want to do that?
He would not want to have that on his conscience. Like if Murray was really a doctor or a, a cardiologist, let's say someone has a heart attack or needs a
Exactly.
surgery, and they would say, "Oh, here's a doctor," and he would be like, "Oh, no, 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 not me."
I'm
he
like,
would not. He would not do that.
hell no. I don't see that. Wonderful episode. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate that, Miss Janesta. We love it. We love you guys.
Yes, I guess
And
people don't have
he would have to grow about a foot. I agree.
sparing.
Hmm. What'd you say?
MJ would have to grow about a foot.
Seriously. I'm pretty sure if he got convicted of murderer, jeez, tongue twist, tongue tie. If he got convicted of murder, as what was stated publicly, then his license would be gone. Especially being that
Right.
the act of murder was done due to malpractice. So his license
Exactly.
would have been revoked
Yes.
if he was a real doctor to begin with.
You're no Murray, Mr. P. You're a good guy. We
I
love you
am.
for all you do. You and Dove. Oh, thank you. You're very sweet.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
He has no
But
license now, I heard. Oh, good.
he shouldn't have no license. I mean, you got convicted of murder, and technically the murder took place due to malpractice. You should have no license. There should
Right.
be no license available, period.
Exactly.
Sandy Mork says, here's my question about Murray. I said Maury. See, Anthony, here's my question about Murray. He had no license in California, so how did he get medication? That's a good question. I'm guessing based upon his credentials, because I mean, depending on your credentials, I know that there's different licensing for different states. Not only that, I do believe that there is a way for doctors to actually work nationally without actually having a license for that state. I think it's just based upon you actually going to medical school and getting licensed. But I'll have to do research on that because I don't want anyone to say I'm uninformed or misinformed. But to my understanding, that once you actually do attend school here in the U.S., you would do your 8 years of medical school and then your specialty school, depending on what your field is going to be after medical school, whether it's just a regular medical doctor, pediatrician, surgeon, whatever. It's always a continuing cycle. But I do believe that it's a national license once you graduate from school. Don't quote me on that, but I'll have more information on that next time around. Just so that way
Yes.
that can satisfy my curiosity, being that I was aware that medical licenses usually when earned here in the US was national. You said I need a hug. I always need a hug. Jasusi says Michael was talking through Murray. I believe he told Murray what to say. Murray is not Michael in disguise, of course. I believe he would have told him what to say, if anything, but I don't think that that was him in that disguise. I mean, and then they did the photo morph and everything, and I'm like, it looked like it just looked crazy. I don't even know how else to explain it. It just looked all sorts of crazy. Jasusi, like I don't know, like
Yeah, and for him to be chilling at Forest Lawn, it was like so fake. What the hell are you doing there? You killed him.
exactly. I thought he was only licensed in Texas and Nevada. See, I gotta look up when it comes to medical licensing. Then again, I could just ask my father-in-law because my father-in-law is a licensed surgeon. So I'm gonna ask him and find out. Maybe I could just get firsthand knowledge about how medical licenses operate state to state or whether it's national or whatever. So that way I can have full information on this come next podcast. That's actually a good conversation since now we did bring up the topic of Conrad Murray. What was he actually licensed all around, or was he not licensed according to what is being questioned here? TJ says, who aids in the murder of someone and then goes down the street and eats a burger? Conrad Murray. That's who. That sounds all types of crazy though. Like the
Right.
more and more I think about it, like damn. Much love to you, Mr. P and Dove Angel. Much love to you too, Len. Thank you, thank you. Sandy says if he took wait, click on that. If he took the national part of the exam, if it was available at the time, he took his state boards. Gotcha. All right. True Terry and Ben was there to get a picture at the In and Out Burger place. That is crazy though. Who the hell does something like that? I don't know. Can
People who are
anybody?
weird and fake and set up and paid for.
I think so. I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, wasn't that picture leaked by the same photographer who allegedly took Michael's last picture in the ambulance?
Yeah, Ben Evanstad.
Well,
It
there you
was
go.
taken. It was taken by Ben Evanstad, and then again, that's another thing to put two and two together when it comes to this story.
Right.
Because we all know that the last photo was a fake, but the In and Out Burger photos were not. His fat ass was sitting up there tearing them burgers up down the block after committing the crime.
Right.
That's not nice. I called Conrad Murray fat.
How come he wasn't afraid to go out? Where were all the angry fans? I don't know. Being lazy, I guess.
Yeah, being lazy. No, but in the long run, after just getting out of jail and he actually faced charges for a high profile case, I guarantee if something happened to him, they would have looked to MJ fans first,
And would
especially at that early stage.
yeah, and it would backfire on MJ as well. They would have put that on MJ as well. They would have blamed him for it. Like, come get your fans because your fans are crazy.
Seriously. It's crazy though. It's true though. I do agree with what MD Love says because how was he so comfortable to walk down the street? Because he was protected in the long run. Because if something happened to him, especially after he did his little 8-9 months in jail, it wasn't even a full year.
No, and he actually got 2 out of 4 for involuntary manslaughter. I mean, you
That's
killed the
crazy.
most popular entertainer in the world, and you only get, like, you walk out of jail like within months with a paycheck of $5 million. Come on. No. Mr.
It's
P,
too
I'm a
much.
knower like you are. That's good.
You say you're a Noah. There you
He's a
go.
knower. He or she is a knower. What is that? Sign language?
I'm just making the emoji that he or she posted.
Oh, I thought you were sign languaging.
No, they put up the OK sign.
Oh, okay.
But in the world of celebrity, Illuminati 6. Not me though. Not me.
No. Mystery? Who's Mystery? Did I miss someone?
Yes, and Murray was going down to pedicures during the trial.
Pedicure.
It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me at all. Sandy says, I think Ben faked his trophy picture of the ambulance too. That photo was faked. I talked about it in the escape plan part 1. That was definitely faked.
Yeah, but
He had a major down.
I
Wow.
just thought of that. I was like, isn't that a coincidence? And we all know that within MJ's world, nothing is a coincidence. Isn't it weird that the same guy happens to be at the right time at the right place to take that picture and leak it to the media or put it out there?
Exactly. Mystery is another YouTube channel. I thought you were saying Mr. P and misspelled Mr. P for a second. I'm about to say, wait a minute. Love and love everyone. Be careful and safe. Yes, indeed. Said not the picture in the ambulance, Daryl. The side shot of the ambulance. What other photo of the ambulance is there that you're referring to? Because the one that I know supposedly revealed a image that was supposed to be MJ, and that was debunked and proven to be fake. Are you talking about the one where they show what appears to be MJ laying on the stretcher, or another photo? Janessa has got to go. Take care,
Much
Janessa.
love, Janesta.
We've seen that one. I personally think there's still more to the Conrad Murray story. There's always more hidden behind it. There has to be something. I think I have the photo of Murray on pedicure on laptop. Wow.
The one on his wall, I'll send it to you and show you what I mean. The street sign on the corner is behind it.
Oh, I've heard something about that in the past from other researchers regarding how it looked in one photo versus another photo where the street sign was there, but then the garbage cans were moved. It was a lot of stuff that they were pointing out, and I was trying to follow as best I could, but I short circuited at some point. I just started hearing electricity crackling. Photo would not show up through an ambulance window. Exactly. because most ambulance windows are tinted. Not unless you're lucky to have an untinted ambulance, but I don't know. But right, you can send it to me on social media. I'll check it out. Me either, no Illuminati here either. Oh my god, they have to go. Exactly. Well, yeah, photo would not show up through the ambulance. I agree. But yeah, it's definitely been fun today getting to chat with you guys. As always, we love doing this every week, and there's always more to come from the MCP. But one more thing before we run, the hoax chat will be coming hopefully by next weekend. Of course, the first episode is going to feature Miss Wrong Angle. Miss Love Angel. It's that way. Yeah, so the first episode is going to feature Dove Angel. And then after that, each episode after will either just feature myself or maybe a guest hoax researcher. So I definitely will be reaching out to my other hoax researchers to sit down and have a chat about the hoax. Something outside of, my normal video content. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So Dove Angel will be on episode 1 and we'll be taking it from there. But thank you everybody for always showing the MCP nothing but love and support every weekend. You sat here with us for almost 2 hours today while we did apparently absolutely nothing.
Again.
Again. I'm like, oh man, I can't get over that one. I mean, we're interacting, we're having dialogue here, and we love the dialogue that we get to have with you week after week. And we thank you
Yes.
guys for always tuning in, and we love you guys for it. But
Yes.
this is now the end of MCP episode. I don't remember. What is it? 40? 39? 40? I can't keep up with it
39.
anymore.
39, I think.
39. I can't keep up anymore. It's really getting there. Oh man. But much love to you guys, and we will be seeing you guys for next week. Is there anything else you want to add on before we run Dove Angel?
No, just since Sandy said that she thanks us for collecting the thoughts on MJ's innocence. I mean, we're thankful for you guys for actually joining. This really meant a lot. Like this was the very first time that you know we had something like we need to do something like this. And we tried, and you guys stepped up, and we appreciate that. So thank you guys once more. Love you guys. See you all next week.
Yes, indeed. We're out of here. Much love, MCP fam and Moonwalker fam. We love you guys. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.